Alrighty, hello guys, welcome your faces back to another video on my channel. Today we are back in Sprocket yet again, and today we're actually going to be building another AI tank design, at least a little bit anyway. So, hopefully it is on the screen right now. You guys can see 3 tanks. The one at the top is the one that I'm going to be focusing on today. Essentially, I'm going to try and build it in the same sort of shape, not necessarily all of the extra details on it. But let's go ahead and figure it out and get building. Alright, so one of the first things that I want to do is actually try and do the actual tracks, because honestly the tracks are one of the most important bits of this. The sprocket is going to go at the front because I feel like it should, and we are going to have return rollers, so I don't know why I turned those off. Anyway, sprocket in the front, there we go. It's going to stay relatively small. We're going to go ahead and drop it down a little bit. Actually, you know what? No, it's going to be quite large, and it's not going to be at the bottom. It is going to be at the top. There we go. Something like that. Anyway, these guys are going to go backwards as well, and I guess it is going to be relatively large, so we're just going to go ahead and leave that to do whatever it wants. At the back, the idler wheel is going to be a little bit bigger as well. We're going to do this, and it's going to be slightly higher, just like that. There we go. Honestly, I think that's fine. I will make it a little bit longer. We're going to go to 8 meters. Whoa, that is a bit of a difference. And yeah, we're going to have it be a little bit more, I guess a little bit more angled. Not a crazy amount, but just a little bit. There we go. Honestly, to me, that looks pretty good. Alright, so from there, what are we gonna do? Well, I want the wheels to be in like little segments of like 2, I guess. So, we're gonna go to road wheels. We're gonna go to grouping, and they're gonna be in groups of 2. We're then gonna go ahead and send that out there like that, and honestly, that looks pretty good to me. I am gonna make them slightly bigger, and then because I've made them bigger, I need to make this a smaller distance between each one. There we go. And honestly, I think that's it. That's kind of how I want to leave it. Nice. Okay, so now that we've done that, the sprocket wheel is going to go like this. I like the idea of that. Let's go to the road wheels and try and sort those out next. I think I'm going to use these guys. The idler wheel needs changing too, and that is going to be one of those guys as well. The return rollers don't really matter because we won't be able to see them. Okay, so although that I've built it like this already, I am actually going to start dropping some of these guys down because I do believe this tank should be a little bit more squat. So there you go, we've dropped it down so that hopefully it will be quite squat. The next thing that I want to do is make the road wheels a tiny bit skinnier if possible, so we're going to do this. And I guess I'm going to change the tracks to look a little bit nicer as well. So I'm probably going to go with these guys. Let's scroll up, we're going to make... Not the diameter, I don't want to change the diameter. The thickness actually is going to go up to 150, and the length of them is going to go to 250, just like this. Bosh! Alright, that looks sick. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing that I want to work on is actually the front end. So let's go ahead and make this as wide as we can, probably all the way out to the edge like so. I'm then going to build it all the way up to the top, just like this, and I'm going to go ahead and send it backwards a little bit as well. There we go. In fact, let's make it a little bit taller because we can. Actually, to there, and then we're going to make it even taller by doing this. Okay, that is then going to be extended out over the top, and that'll be fine. Although, now that I think about this, let's drop this down, actually quite far, extend it up again, up to just above the actual tracks, and this is the thing that's going to be coming out. Okay. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead and build that correctly, actually. So drop this down even further. Yes, I still want to be able to see the road wheels, so they are going to be on show. Just above that, we're then going to extend it up. Okay, this makes more sense. This makes a hell of a lot more sense. Because I'm actually just going to go and extend this through the tracks. I know that seems very weird, but that's how we're going to do this. And you might be thinking, well, that's really, really weird. And I guess you'd be sort of correct. However, that is actually fine. So I'm going to extend this guy forwards a little bit further. The rear wheel, this one right here, is going to be covered. So we're actually going to go and extend this backwards like so. Yes, we're then going to make the last bit an extra section like this. And we are actually going to go and extend this guy downwards. Sort of just like this. We're then going to stretch these guys together like that. And that's kind of how it's going to be. Sure. Alright, so one of the weirdest bits of this is going to be this piece at the front. Essentially, it is going to be extended all the way to the front like so. The bottom side is going to go inwards just like that. And the top side is obviously going to go backwards just like this. What I would like to do is have that match up, but it doesn't overly matter. Alright, let's actually have this piece come out a little bit more. And that's fine. Okay, yeah, not looking too shabby. Okay, so the reason I did these guys separately is because this is actually going to be extended forwards just slightly, and then we're going to go down. So if we can just... You know what, actually, maybe we can just do it as one whole piece. Yeah, so this is going to drop down to, like, here, I guess. I will actually extend this guy upwards slightly, just like this. But yeah, that's essentially how it's going to be built. Which could be a little bit weird. But anyway, extend this guy upwards. Let's go ahead and shoot them into each other if we can. I guess using this? Nope, that's not going to work. So this guy and this guy are going to join together slightly. Just like this. This one and this one are going to do the same thing. Yes. And then I'm sort of just going to merge it in by, I don't know, extending this guy backwards. Just like so. Dropping this down slightly as well. There we go. And you know what? Actually, I could just do this. There we go. So they are joined together. It looks really strange, but I think that's fine. Oh, you know what? It should actually be rounded off on the front too, shouldn't it? So I'm actually going to go ahead and drop this guy backwards and upwards a little bit. And then I need to do something with the front end, but I'm not sure what that is. Maybe even just something like this would actually work out fine. I think that actually looks a lot better. Yeah, nice. Okay, so at the rear of this thing, we are actually going to go ahead and extend up all of these guys. This is where the engine is going to go, and we are just going to extend it up quite a chunk like this. I think I'm then going to actually extend some of it forwards. So on the sides, we'll just do those two, and do this, forwards to there. Grab this one, and do this. And I think that looks alright, I suppose. On the rear, we're going to do a similar thing, just a little bit though. And then we're going to send both of these guys forwards like that. And I think that looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so I am thinking this piece right here is a little bit too strange for me. I am going to try and drop it down to be somewhat the same angles and stuff. There we go. And I think that looks better than it did. I'm actually really, really happy with this right now. That's awesome. Okay, so the way I think about this is kind of strange. We need this to be in like panels, right? And I don't think I've really got a good way of doing that other than going to like crew, going to structural, grabbing these guys, making them as big as this piece actually is, sort of just like this, and using those. I mean, we could do that and that would be fine, but I think that's going to be kind of strange. Maybe. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to go ahead and add a bunch of detail to this right now, and then I guess we'll move on to the turret afterwards. Okay, so that is where we are at with this one. I know it doesn't really look the same as the picture anymore because I've added a bunch of details that look like World War II stuff instead of the modern stuff on the picture, but that's okay. So what we're going to do now is actually paint this thing, and I don't know, I guess we'll see what it looks like when it's painted. Shall we stay with the reds? I have a feeling we sort of should. So dark, yes, saturation up a little bit. And it sort of looks like that. That's kind of how it looks. All right, cool. Saturation, yeah, we'll keep it around there. So it is a red tank, which is so weird, but that's fine. Condition a little bit better. Grime quite a bit. There we go. And I think we can leave it like that. Nice. And now I think it's time to add ourselves a turret. This is going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and shove this guy onto here. It is going to be an absolutely massive turret, so yeah, bear with me. But yeah, let's see how this goes. So I'm actually going to go ahead and extend this guy pretty much to the front. We're actually going to go to around, in fact, there, because we still need to add a way of like seeing. We need a driver's seat. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's go ahead and push this guy forwards as well. And we will also grab this and send this out. Yes. Okay, right. Don't worry about it just yet, but this is going to change slightly. From there, we're actually going to go ahead and send this guy backwards. And now that I've thought about it, this guy should actually go backwards quite a bit too. There we go. So it's going to be quite a pointy thing going on here. And that's fine. All right, cool. So this guy is actually then going to go inwards. And from there, we're going to go backwards again. But we are going to be sending it upwards like this. Actually, quite a bit too. So we'll do that. And we'll send it backwards even further, just like so. This is going to be a very, very long turret. There we go. And it's going to be even longer than that, because it is going to go back over there as well. Alright, cool. Extend it again. There we go. Bring it backwards even further. And that's where it will somewhat stop. That is a huge turret. That's insane. All right, cool. So what I'm thinking we do is we actually grab each of these and we send those outwards. We then grab each of these on the top. There we go. And we send those inwards, just like this. And then I guess I need to come up with something at the front. Yeah. Although now that I've actually extended these guys out, a lot of these guys now need to get sent inwards too. So that one's going inwards, this one's going inwards, and then we're going to go back to this one again, just like that. And yeah, it looks weird, but I guess that's fine. Alright, cool. I'm also actually going to go and extend this guy upwards slightly here. Just like that. I am going to go ahead and send it into itself, just a little bit. And we will extend it forwards and in, just like so. Bring it this way just a little bit. And we're going to angle it backwards too. Just like this. Adds a little bit of extra detail to the turret that otherwise we wouldn't really have. Extend this guy backwards, just like so. And inwards. Yes! Alright, and I'm also going to do this. Very nice. Yeah, overall, I mean, that turret looks absolutely insane, but that's what I wanted. Okay, I made it a little bit shorter, and I also fixed this bit so we'll actually be able to rotate around without any interruptions, which is exactly what you want. From here, I'm actually going to go and add a bunch of details to this, and then we'll be back when we try and add the actual turret, or the actual cannon. You know what, no, let's just go ahead and try and do the turret now. So, the way that I want to do this, I don't even know how I want to do this. Let's go ahead and split this piece and split this piece, and also split that maybe 3 times as well. This is going to be split into a million different pieces, but that's okay. So the centerpiece is going to be pretty much these guys. Let's go ahead and shoot this out like that. There we go. I am going to angle the front top down, just like so, and the cannon is going to be located in there, I think. I might actually angle these guys up slightly too. There we go, and I might actually also push this out as well. Just a little bit. So if we grab each of these, there we go, and the bottom side, I'm actually going to go ahead and do this. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. Sure. Okay, so the way I'm going to do the turret is I'm actually going to go ahead and attach it onto here. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and set this inside of there. So what I actually really want to do is make this... I don't know how I'm going to do this. Make this the same size as this piece, essentially. So if we can somewhat put this in the center, like there, well, actually like there, essentially. Yep, sure. Obviously, angle it so it is correct by doing this. Oh, isn't that never going to be angled properly? All right, we need to re-grab it and we need to put it on top of here. There we go. So that'll work. And then we need to shove this down and into there. Just like that. And this is going to be where our turret is actually attached to. And I am going to extend it like this to make it a little bit bigger. Not too much bigger though. Alright, so this piece is actually going to move. I've never really built a tank like this before, so bear with me here. But, yeah. Let's just go ahead and shove this onto there. And then, and this is the weird bit, even weirder than normal, we're gonna go ahead and grab this piece, and I'm gonna just bring this forwards if I can. Like, I don't know what this will look like, but I essentially want to do this, and I want to squidge it in too. So I want to do this and this, and then maybe even bring it out even further like that. There we go. Now that's gonna be really weird because this isn't gonna move when it aims up and down, because I built it wrong, but that's fine. I'm okay with this. Okay, so how big is the cannon going to be? 120 millimeters. Yes, quite a big cannon. Let's go ahead and extend this forwards. It's going to be 2 meters, and then 2 meters again. It's going to be really big. This piece right here is going to be like 50, and this one right here is going to be 50 as well. And then we're going to go ahead and make the propellant length really long as well. There we go. Can I actually add a muzzle brake as well? Yep, I'm going to go with that. And honestly, I think I'm actually really happy with this. Yes. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and add the details. I'm actually just going to go ahead and shove this guy... Realistically, it needs to be on there. I don't know how this works if I attach it to here. I don't think it's going to, but maybe it does. You know what? I guess it sort of does. Ah. Aha. Okay, the way we need to do this then is we need to grab this guy. Oh, this is how it works. All right, let me grab this real quick. We need to shove this guy into there, so we need to select all of this and move it up to the center of that. That's okay. Go to firepower, and we need to obviously move this guy upwards as well. There we go. And then we should be able to, like, roll it onto its side. There we go. And then shove it back down and in, and that's it. That's how it works. Okay, back down and in. And now everything should work out fine. As long as we actually go to firepower, we select the gun mount, and we make this 0. So it can't actually move by itself. It's the turret that does it. Yes. Okay, so the turret does the side to side, and the elevation is done by that bit at the front. So it actually moves with it. Fantastic. Okay, so I've added a bunch of detail, but you guys will see that once we've added some ammunition into here. We're just going to go ahead and shove it in there, and honestly, I think that fits perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and roll this over, so it's this way around. Go ahead and lift this up and shove it in. There we go, and let's go ahead and shoot the gun. 3, 2, 1, fire! Nice. Alright, reloads every 13 seconds. We'll change that to be a little bit better. Also, I'm not really a fan of the red, so instead of going with the red of the actual picture, we're going to go with a nicer looking color, and hopefully that'll look pretty good too. So, maybe we could go for like, oh, like a green-ish? That actually doesn't look too bad. Saturation down, change the color a little bit to be more green. There we go. And then the brightness down. I don't know, maybe we could go with that, or we could go with an actual thing here. That might make sense. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. Let's go 50 there, make it metallic. That looks sick, actually. I really like that. What we'll do is we'll move this guy out of the way, and we'll shove that there. And then we'll go with the decoration. This is gonna be German, obviously. Most of my tanks actually are, which is weird, but there you go. Shove that onto there, and it looks insane. It looks like a weird, I don't know, Tiger 2, sort of. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and give it a bunch of armor. We currently already weigh 57 tons, but we're about to weigh a lot more. So let me go ahead and do that, and then, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Okay, the tank might now weigh, I don't know, 157 tons, whereas before it weighed less than that. We need to put some sort of restriction on this gun, because it was just aiming to the side there, and we don't want that. So let's go ahead and fix this to 0 and 0, and then it can't move sideways the way that it did. We're just going to have to rely on the turret turning, and the turret doesn't turn very fast, so now we need to fix that too. Let's go to compartments. Yes, armor thickness on there can be quite big. I don't really care for the stuff right there, that's fine. Let's go ahead and fix this to be massive. And here we go. The turret turns very slowly, but I'm actually okay with that. Nice! Oh, you know what that means, actually? We could totally just extend this out and have, like, a less round barrel. That looks really weird, but modern tanks are a lot like this, aren't they? Alright, so armor is on. We weigh 160 tons, or something along those lines. And we have a massive engine. We are moving at actually kind of decent speeds, considering we weigh so much. And we are going to go in and hopefully demolish whatever comes our way. We're on the Tiger map, so it is snowy, and it actually gets very, like, bright. So if you guys can't see very much, neither can I. But we are up against 6 enemy tanks. Let's get ourselves into a defensive-ish position and see how this goes. We do only have something like 16 shots, so this could be kind of bad, but we'll see. Anyway, oh, my gunner's sight is in a really bad location. I can't see where the gun's aiming. Alright, here we go. Fire! First shot, successful. Oh, I didn't change the reload speed. I do want to do that. But you know what? Let's just go ahead and sit here and wait and see if we can actually tank all of the rounds and kill all of the enemies right now. Did they just, like, crush a tree and flip over? They totally did. Alright, let's kill that one. Oh, I think I just shot the tree in front of me. What a waste of 13 seconds. Alright, enemy, you are going next. 3, 2, 1. He's dead. Alright, excellent. Let's go ahead and turn to the left now, and we can focus on these guys. Obviously, one of them is upside down, one of them is the correct way up, and then the other guys are over there somewhere. They might make their way across, but I doubt it. Alright, 2 seconds. 1 second. Fire! Alright, he's dead. That guy needs to die. And then those guys over there need to die. Although, is that guy that's upside down dead already? He might be. Let's just focus on this one over here. Okay, so the enemy is up there somewhere. I can't really see, but the shot just came from around here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fire. Okay, I missed. Let's drive towards it. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? It is! It's me! I'm a monster. Alright, I think that's an enemy tank right there. Let's have a little look. Oh, I can't see because of the way I've put the gunner's sight. There's a tank there anyway, and there's a tank to the left. So the one that was upside down is already dead. Alright, let's shoot this guy first on the right. I can't really see him. Oh, there he is. Alright, he's dead. And then the guy on the left needs to die next. Hey, buddy, I'm coming for you. You know what I would really like on this tank? A bulldozer blade. I don't know why, but I really like them. Anyway, 4 seconds till we can shoot this guy. He is reversing away, of course, because he is scared. And he should be, because now he's dead. There you go, look at that. Beautiful. Look at his round, it was just bouncing around on me. Lovely. Anyway, it successfully did the mission that we wanted it to do, and I'm actually really pleased with the way that it looks. I think it does look pretty nice. And I am actually very pleased we didn't go with the red as well, because I don't think the red looked that good. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys liked the tank that we came up with. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.